personally, another clean sheet, so you must be pleased.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, as a goalkeeper, to keep clean sheets is obviously always good, and as a back four and as a defensive unit, it's obviously really pleasing when we obviously stop the other team from scoring and get a clean sheet.
13 for the season now, so you must be delighted with that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I have got a target, which unfortunately I'm not going to share with you, but I have got a target for the season, and I think we're in. All season we've done well, and we've defended resiliently. We've obviously had a few games where we've conceded goals through either a worldie goal or a bit of poor defending, but you know, we all make mistakes, and we got to rally together. And today obviously there was another clean sheet, which is obviously brilliant. Because
in the last few games we have conceded a few that maybe earlier in the season we weren't conceding, so it was nice to get back to the basics really and keep that clean sheet.
Yeah, it's all, for me it's all about, and I've said it before, it's all about a will not to concede. You know, bodies on the line, blocking shots, and you know, as I say, we've been done by a few worldies recently, and sort of I've raised the point of just pressing the ball a little bit more, and I think today we did do that because I didn't have a great deal to do, which obviously full credit to the lads in front of me. And obviously we've come away with a clean sheet, which is obviously brilliant.
Would it be fair to say the game never really got going today?
It was a bit flat, to be fair. I mean, we know we were poor in the first half. We didn't do what we're good at doing, which is getting the ball on the floor and breaking teams down and keeping the ball. We didn't do that in the first half. I think we got sucked into the way they play a little bit, because they like to hit the front man and get balls in behind, and get the ball forward early from the back. And there are times where we've got to do that, but we just didn't get into our rhythm in the first half, and I think that's why in the first half they had, I'd assume, more of the possession and more territory. But second half we were much better, and we showed what we can do when we get the ball down and play and put our minds to it. But sort of Coco raised the point at half time, which I agreed with, that not to let concede a goal and then start. We just need to get them from the off and not make a goal. Make us start. You know, we just got to get at them and not concede.
It's another point, and it's a clean sheet, and we've conceded a few in recent weeks. That must be pleasing.
That's the most pleasing thing about the game, you know, the fact that it was a clean sheet. Listen, we had travelling fans here, and you want to entertain them. You don't want to send them home with a drab 0-0 draw. And if we just provide a little bit better quality in the final third, we go on to win the game comfortably. But you know, you've got to give them a lot of credit. They worked hard, they closed us down, they made it difficult. The surface and the conditions made it difficult for a decent spectacle. But you know, at the end of the day, we've got another point on our journeys, on our travels, and a clean sheet. And as you say, the clean sheet's the most important thing.
Do you think the pitch played a part in, because I think both sides did try to play football, unlike when we came in last season,
yeah,
but just never really got going, the game in general?
It didn't, you know, it wasn't because you know, the tempo was poor. I think both sides were trying to set a decent tempo. Conditions are probably akin to Portsmouth away around about the Christmas period when we went there. The conditions looked perfect, but it was really dry and bone hard, and you go from, you know, a ball hardly bouncing at Roots Hall to a ball bouncing and staying up in the air, and you've got to adapt to the conditions. You know, we've talked in the changing room. We've had a good 15-20 minutes in the changing room with the players, and I just, for the life of me, I'll do everything I possibly can to stop this season petering out. It's got to be something that we work hard at. You know, we've got to go harder at it on the training ground and harder at it in games to get to the level and the tempo that we set on Tuesday night against Hartlepool. We didn't quite get there today in the final third, and we created an awful lot on Tuesday night when you think about it. But we had one or two opportunities and one or two chances in the final third that we didn't put that quality in, and I suppose that's what you pay the big money for.